All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Toronto Huskies. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Let's go.
A first carry now. This is Hill. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you, boy. Ready.
Here's Foles. He finds Corey Davis. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And what a big-time play there. 45 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what do you...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Santos' kick is up and through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Ready. 80 weapon, 30 base. All day, defense, all day. Keep grip.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Derrick Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go!
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
Five!
This is Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That's it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From the 27, Foles, complete. It's Henry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Recon, 132, fuck this.
They'll run on first down. It's Barnes. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Now Foles. And he spins away. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 46-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
8-3.
Got three down. SOS.
Yeah.
Four to Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Barnes. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Got it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Look at me. Zipper.
Fofo to Mike. Mike's Fofo. Army.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 5.
Foles.
Let's go.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
Hey, do.
57's Mike. Mike 56.
Go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Henry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Ready? 15, 1, 51.
1st and 10 at the
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Mike. Mike's Fofo. Hey, pick your
Get it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll start the drive with Hill. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This is Hill on the draw play. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Gets it to Gordon. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Set, 8, read.
To To throw again on second down. Foles eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, Delta.
Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Complete to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
And the Chargers 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Five.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here it comes. 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Here we go.
Hey.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's telling you, he's telling you.
Yep.
Hey. 4 down.
5.
Again, it's Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will find Winslow. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Chargers.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Man, I got you.
Ready.
A first down carry for Henry. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this throw caught left side, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Bring it. 2 times. Everyone, you got 4 downs.
Shoot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down and 4, Foles able to get this to Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
60 outlaw.
They can't hang with us. Shift.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And touchdown! Kahale Waring, his first touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
57. Get that quarterback at all costs.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. under a heavy rush, and down he goes. O'Shane Ximines coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Geis with the carry on second down. Finding room at the 30. Cuts it out to the sideline. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. And even 50 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Foles. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there. Give him 53 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And to give this time to the tailback. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Even. 4th down. Even.
2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
18 Gator.
I'm coming.
They'll run it with Hill. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Foles underneath here to Hill. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Welcome back to Toronto. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Foles. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
25,
Geis. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
28-yard line. 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Chargers.
Hey, exit.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Strip the ball. Strip that.
Now a run with Geis. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Corey Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And he will take it in for the touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
And it's third down.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, this is Geis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Bravo! You go tight. Hard. You got tight right there.
They'll set up to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. This is Geis, and they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out.